After the war, Vienna, like Berlin, was divided up into 4 sectors, each controlled by one of the 4 Allied powers. Vienna lies in the Russian zone of Austria. The western parts of the city are occupied by the Americans. The districts north of the Danube Canal and the large industrial centers in the east and south are under Russian control. Between them are the French and British sectors. The center and oldest part of the city is the international sector. It is controlled jointly by the 4 powers, and the Americans, Russians, British and French take over the command in monthly terms. Looking down from here, it might be the Vienna of bygone times. The old town is reviving after all the years of war and misery. Many fine buildings on Ringstrasse escaped damage, and others which suffered are being rebuilt. In the town hall, the duly elected municipal council is once more in office. The House of Parliament, long used for other purposes, is again the seat of the Austrian people's government. But Austria is still an occupied country. Auersperg Palace is the headquarters of the Inter-Allied Military Police, whose duty it is to intervene in any incidents occurring among the troops of occupation and to maintain law and order in any disputes between troops and civilians.
Squad, attention.
At 1 p.m. every day, one of the officers of the Inter-Allied Police Corps conducts the arms inspection. Only the most reliable and experienced men of the military police of the 4 powers are drafted into this corps. A patrol is always formed in the same way. 1 American, 1 Englishman, 1 Frenchman, and 1 Russian.
I'm new here. My name Varoshenko.
Marcel Pasteur.
Harry Stewart. How are you, mate? S-T-U-A-R-T.
Pasteur.
Спасибо.
Vienna Central testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Vienna Central testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Vienna Central testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
cars of the Inter-Allied Military Police are the property of the American Army. That is why the driver is an American. The Russian sits beside the driver because this month, the Russians are in command of the international sector in the center of the city.
Just gonna go on all day? It's a ready silent patrol.
What's up with him?
I don't know. He was all right before the inspection.
Why don't you ask him?
What's eating you, chum?
Ah, it's just wind. There's always a wind in Vienna.
Ja? Leitnergasse 9. Heute ist die Leit fest. Ich gebe die Meldung ans Auersberg weiter.
Okay, right away. Vienna Central calling car BO2. Vienna Central calling car BO2. Proceed immediately to Leitnergasse 9, 1st District International Zone. Over.
Car BO2 to Vienna Central, 7373. Proceeding immediately to Leitnergasse number 9, International Zone. Repeat. Proceeding immediately to Leitnergasse 9, International Zone. Out.
Jetzt ans Tor!
Don't venir.
I think I'll go up and take a look.
Why?
S'il avait quelque chose, we are there, aren't we?
Yeah, but you don't know that guy.
Okay, let's go.
Habt ihr was gesehen?
Was gar nichts hat's gesehen.
Heute ist Prosit, internationale Polizei ist da. Legitimieren Sie sich bitte. Sie brauchen Ihnen nur legitimieren. Kommen Sie durch, Frau Idinger. Sie brauchen keine Angst haben, sie ist schon da, die Polizei.
Geben Sie mir doch meinen Schlüssel. Was wollen Sie denn von mir? Sie werden mich doch nicht mitnehmen wollen.
Wir werden sehen, ob es кто-то кончили.
Да. Я еду прошу.
Hey, what's going on around here, huh?
Мы разговариваем только с ним.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's...
Leave them alone.
What's all this about, huh?
Sie müssen noch
Look,
bestellen.
do you speak English?
Yes. My name is Franziska Idinger. Those men took the key from me. That's why I screamed.
You mean they forced their way into your apartment?
You. It's not your business.
Sie haben mir an den Wisch hingehalten, aber ich kann doch nicht russisch. Und ich verstehe von den Sachen auch nichts.
Die Frau hat noch nie was mit der Polizei zu tun gehabt.
Wait a minute. Frau Idinger, did they swipe anything out of your apartment?
You have no examination here.
I'd like to see you try and stop me. Now, lady, tell me what happened, please.
But I don't know. They didn't tell me anything. I asked them if it was about my husband, but...
All right. Where your husband?
He was a prisoner of war in Russia for 5 years. Tomorrow he should come home, but no, I asked those men, but they wouldn't tell me.
Ah, those guys don't open nothing.
You. I told you not your business. Russian business. Here Russian give orders. We give orders. I give orders.
Well, what do you know? Now, get this, bum. I've been with this patrol for 2 years. And you've been with it 1 day, one lousy day. So maybe I'm not so interested in your orders, see?
Easy.
Oh, these guys got to learn where to get off at.
Stop. Basta. Enough. All go car. I go. I report officer. Wir werden noch machen, Protokoll.
Make good here.
Yeah, go on. Run home and tell your ma, you great big... Well, that's one way of getting rid of a guy. Oh, lady, I sure hope that husband of yours gets home tomorrow. Looks like you might need him.
I wasn't up there, so I don't know what happened. But I asked him if he was set on putting in the report, and he just didn't answer. It's a waste of breath with those guys.
Yeah, I know. I suppose you'd have let him get away with it.
Bill, it's not my affair, but he was right, you know.
Well, maybe he was. So what?
Oh, well, don't take it out on us, mate.
Those Russians have always lost things up for us. Or haven't they? It was just because of that guy that I wasn't certain.
Poroshenko?
Yeah.
Why, do you know him?
I met him 5 years ago. Lay off and let me eat, will you?
Since 1945?
Since April 1945, if you're interested.
April 45? Of course, that was the big get-together with the Ruskies on the Elbe. Quite a do, eh?
Yeah, so they tell me.
1,000 to 1 shot running into him again. Must have been quite a few of them milling around.
No, that was later, after all the brass hats and movie cameras moved in, with all that Brothers in Arms.
Robert Army, that seemed a long time ago.
Old man Bradley gave orders not to advance. I guess the Russian general must have done the same. We were only a few miles apart, and I guess they were afraid of accidents. But I was out on recon patrol, where you never get orders until they've been canceled, or else you were dead.
Yeah, what's my secret?
The Russians sent out their patrols, too, small ones like ours. They were sure we'd meet. It was early in the morning, just after daybreak. The mist was coming off the river. We spotted a German armored car with no one around. The others went onto the river and left me on guard. Had to be careful of booby traps, so I looked it over and it was okay. It was shot up pretty bad. A couple of guys inside, dead. Papers all around. I was just nosing around with the dead Jerry's for company when I saw him. He flopped on the ground and aimed. I thought sure he was going to plug me. Then he got the idea. You know, it was very strange. At first, neither one of us knew what to do. We ran to each other. And then we started laughing. Boy, we laughed like fools. Rolled in the mud like a couple of crazy guys. Well, there wasn't much else we could do. We couldn't talk. Then I thought of my canteen. I had some German Army brandy. Later, we were tight as coots. Yeah, so drunk that I forgot all about the armored car and the Jerry's and the whole American Army. I figured it was all over and this was the time to celebrate. William Long.
Vasily Barashenko.
Vasily?
Da.
So that's supposed to be a V?
Vasily Barashenko.
I guess we both kind of figured we were making history.
Small world, isn't it? That's the end?
No. I met him again in the summer of 1948 after I joined the MPs. Just got transferred from Berlin to Vienna. Boy, was I glad to get out of that blockade. Didn't think we'd meet any Russians on that trip, but sure enough, they stopped the train at Enns Bridge, just where the Russian zone begins. They sent in an officer and a few men to make a search.
I saw they were not allowed to stop military trains.
Well, they did that time. We never did find out what they were after. Must have been some scare, I guess. It was around midnight and it was raining. I was half asleep and glad of it. It took me quite a while to figure what was up. They posted a guard outside our compartment, and I remember thinking, there's one guy who's really going to get wet. Then I saw who it was, and it sure gave me a shock. Now remember, I just got out of Berlin and knew how old-fashioned that business on the elbow is getting to be. I don't know what came over me, but suddenly I figured this guy Voroshenko had nothing to do with all that.
Voroshenko! Voroshenko!
Well, that's all there is to it.
That's hello.
Certainly a rum way to behave, but...
What?
Well, they keep them pretty short, you know. Queer orders they have. It's not like with us.
You certainly knew you.
Sure, he knew me today, didn't he? Don't tell me he couldn't find some way to let me know he was on a spot at the bridge.
I'm sure he was on good terms with an American MP. Enough to send him to Siberia.
Orders, Siberia. Don't give me that old corny routine. Don't forget, we were friends. If his orders are enough to make him forget that so easy, he's no friend of mine. He could do a whole lot worse and make the same excuse.
Look, Bill, I don't want you to think I'm standing up for you.
Stu, believe me, that's a great racket where you can forget all the rules, do exactly as you please, and then put the blame on some other guy. No, not for me.
I know. You're right, Bill. That's exactly the way we all feel, but... Well, I don't reckon this Voroshenko's such a bad bloke. Anyway, we've got to get on with the Perisher. We're all in the same boat.
We're not asking you to hold hands with him all day.
Okay. But why do I have to meet up with that guy for the third time?
Sergeant Long, Captain Hammond wants to see you when you get off duty this evening.
Okay.
Check.
Quite frankly, Long, I took the Russian version with a pinch of salt. I thought I could count on you to explain. Up until now, everything you've said only confirms what Sergeant, what's his name?
Voroshenko, sir.
What Sergeant Voroshenko reported. Now, the Russians are in the chair this month, and you admit you obstructed this guy in the course of his duty, correct?
Yes, sir.
He also says you threatened him. How about that?
Well, sir, I did want to kick him in the pants, but I didn't say so.
Tell me, did you know this woman?
No, sir, I didn't.
Well, then, what did you want to get yourself mixed up in this thing for?
Well, I don't like to see people pushed around, especially women. And I'll tell you, she was scared to death. That's the way they want it, though, I guess. Makes them feel big. But I don't want to stand around and watch it happen. But, Captain, I'd like to get transferred to another car. I'll never be able to get along with this guy.
You're going to have to get along with him. Now, look. You don't think Colonel Bershinin and myself always see eye to eye, do you? I know what he thinks about us Americans, and he knows my opinions on Russia equally well. We've got a job to do, and we do it. I grant you it's more difficult now than it was a year ago. And yet, Sergeant Long, did you ever stop to think that this is the only place in the world where there's still any cooperation at all between the Western powers and Russia? This outfit here in Vienna only functions because it's in the interest of both sides that it should. Be that as it may, the important thing is it functions. Now maybe you'll begin to understand just why it's unpleasant for me to have to admit to the Russians that one of our guys was in the wrong.
But, Captain, in my opinion...
Your opinion has nothing to do with it. Now, you're going back to that car. And if I hear any more about this business, it's going to be just too bad, right? Anyway, it's the best thing you can do if you still want to help that woman.
How's that, sir?
Don't you guys ever think? Supposing the Russians were interested in her, it'd do her a lot of good to have an American MP hanging around, now wouldn't it? Well, Sergeant Long, you'd better get back to your job. And, let that eager beaver Voroshenko earn that stripe without your help, huh? That's all. You can go.
It's me, the American who was here this afternoon.
One moment, please.
I'm sorry, Frau Edinger, but
But I cannot tell you anything more than I told you this afternoon.
Oh, please don't be scared. I'm not here on duty now.
What do you want from me, then?
Well, let me in a minute, will you?
Yeah, but das geht nicht. I'm quite alone.
Well, that's good. Now, wait a minute, Frau Edinger. I think maybe you got things wrong. Well, I never even thought of that. I mean, Now, look, Frau Edinger, you've just got to see me. It's something really important, and maybe important for your husband, too. And, I think it'd be a lot better if no one saw us. Don't worry, it's okay.
Please come in. I'm sorry, I can't turn on the light. I'm developing some photographs.
Oh, are you a photographer?
No, not really. I can do this, of course. My husband taught me. So I can earn a little with it.
Say, has that Russian been back?
No. Why?
How about the other two guys?
No.
That's good, good. Look, Frau Edinger, do you have some other place where you could hide out till the end of the month? When the Russians are out of command?
Yes, I've been thinking of that, too. But, you know, my husband is coming home tomorrow.
Well, it might be better for him, too.
Yes, we have another apartment. Our old apartment.
Where's that?
It's in the 9th district, very good.
Well, the American sector, that's fine.
Yes, but it was born. It won't be ready before 8 to 10 days.
Oh, I'm afraid that's too late.
Well, maybe in the end of the week.
No, it's still too late.
Do you mean that I have to get out here right now?
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you do.
And what do they want from me? I haven't done anything.
Look, you don't have to do anything with these shifty characters. You talk to an American, that's enough to make them think you're a spy.
But how can they possibly...
Well, maybe it's just a false alarm, I don't know. But when I saw the way they were treating you, I got kind of mad and said a lot of things I've been wanting to say for a long time. But you know the Russians, no sense of humor. So, if anything did happen, I'd feel responsible. If you move out, you'd be doing me a big favor.
Yeah. Maybe it would be possible. I'm very eager to.
Oh, that's fine. I'll take you over there.
Was mache ich jetzt? Was mache ich jetzt?
You want to take a few things?
Yeah. Do you think it's something really serious?
No, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. You don't want to take too much, do you?
No.
Say, did you take these?
Oh, no, my husband did. I can only do easy things like babies and weddings and...
By the way, How'd you find out your husband's coming back tomorrow?
It was in the newspaper. 580 men are expected.
Yeah, but how'd you find out your husband's one of them? Doesn't the radio give the names just before they arrive?
Oh, yes. But I know it from a friend of his who came with the last transport. I've already been down to the station twice, but I never was really absolutely sure. You know, he's not in Russia since a long time now. He's waiting in a camp in Hungary, Marmara-Sziget. It's very close to Austria. He should have been with the last transport, but something must have gone wrong.
Well, that's that.
You can't get back. If I go away like this, it would look suspicious.
But nobody will know except maybe the janitor. He's all right, isn't he?
Did Hackle?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. Delighted. But I forgot to order the plates.
Well,
But I really can't go away like this. How should I finish all this?
Well, you can just have what's-his-name bring him along tomorrow. Come on, I think we better go.
I thought immediately when I saw those men that there was something wrong with my husband.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. They probably made another mistake. Got the names mixed up or something.
But he can't have done anything. He never had trouble with anybody. You see, I spoke to a friend of his who was on the station.
How long you been married?
About 6 years. He had to go only a few months before the end. We just moved in here after the big bombardment. You see, our old apartment was all smashed out. Well, here we are. This is where we used to live.
Looks okay to me.
Yes, but you can't imagine what the inside was like. That was really something. But I suppose we were lucky. We even managed to save some of our things.
Well, at least it's not raining in here.
Look, it's nearly finished. You know, it's a long time since I've been home.
Brings back memories, huh? I know how you feel. I haven't been home for a long time either. Come on, let's get out of this wind tunnel.
You can't imagine how nice it used to be here. A little noisy, perhaps. That's the way over to Gastorp and Petzleinsdorf. We used to go there often in the evenings. There's a little inn there called Zum Glück. Do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
Happiness.
Oh, yeah.
But the owner's name really was Glück.
Very Viennese.
Just a corner, you mean?
Oh, no.
My parents used to live over there.
Well, I'm sure it used to be very cozy here, but I think we better look someplace else.
If only it'd stop raining. Perhaps in the kitchen.
No.
But couldn't I go back to the Light and Gossip for one more night?
I'm afraid that's out too. I'm sorry. Don't worry, we'll find something. I know a lot of places.
Same thing here, no rooms.
Ich habe Ihnen ja gesagt, die Zeit kriegen Sie in der Stadt nicht immer. Probieren Sie es einmal in Hitzing.
He said we better try in the outskirts, Hitzing.
Okay, let's go there.
Yes, but it's so far away.
No, it doesn't matter.
This is so kind of you, Mr. Lombard. But I'm afraid it's so much trouble.
Now, who says it's trouble? Maybe I like it. Besides, it keeps my conscience clear.
Bad conscience about me?
Well, your husband's coming back tomorrow, isn't he?
Yes, I hope he is.
Now, don't start worrying. Oh, wait a minute. I've got an idea.
Go linker Wienzeiler.
Linke Windteile?
Ja.
Was für eine Nummer?
Explain, I'll tell him when to stop.
Ich sage Ihnen dann, wo wir stehen bleiben, ja?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Some friends of mine. They're very nice people, you'll see. Oh, and they've got a radio. You can listen to the POW train announcement tomorrow. You better wait here a minute.
Oh, hello, Bill.
Oh, Marcel.
Anything wrong?
No, well, that is,
Attends. Jamais! Une visite!
Mais je ne peux pas venir. Qui est-ce? Eh ben, qu'il entre.
Come in. No, come in. Look. Marcel, I want to ask you a big favor. Could you put someone up for the night?
No? Tonight? Why? Who is it?
A lady, you know her. The one at the Leitnergasse this afternoon.
The one we had all the trouble with?
Yeah, she's downstairs.
But c'est pas fou,
No, come
What do you want with her? Is it just for,
No, it's nothing like that.
I suppose she's been telling you one of those hard luck stories.
Look, I wasn't born yesterday. She had to get out of the Leitnergasse, so we went over to her old place. That was out. Then we tried every hotel in town, and you can't get a room anywhere. You see, I feel kind of responsible after what happened this afternoon.
So we've got to look after her for you and risk an argument with no shares alliés. Fine idea, mon garçon.
But the rest of us live in barracks.
Why should I stick my neck out for nothing? If they find out, they send me home. Jamais! Viens un peu voir ici. Figure-toi, I would have a divorce in my hands. Oh, no, mon Dieu, no.
Mais vous, Marcel?
Oui! Anyway, it's not for me to say. If you like, take a risk and ask her yourself. Mais je te préviens, ça sera dur, hein?
Eh bien, qu'est-ce que vous attendez? Entrez. Vous avez des secrets? En voilà une idée de faire la conversation dans l'escalier pendant qu'il y a tout un appartement. Allez, occupe-toi de ton ami, moi j'ai les mômes dans le bain. Il y a du vin dans la cuisine.
Oh, look, Madam Pastor, I'd like to ask you a big favor. You see, there's a lady downstairs.
Ah oui, non. Écoute, Germaine. Il a une idée qu'on ne peut pas réaliser. Figure-toi qu'il veut faire coucher quelqu'un chez nous. Une femme.
Et alors?
Look, tell her it's just for one night.
Yes, it's just for one night. C'est seulement pour une nuit, qu'il dit. Alors, je lui ai dit tout de suite que c'était impossible.
Impossible? Mais pourquoi impossible?
Impossible? Fair enough.
Ah, t'as une façon de comprendre l'amitié, toi. Mais où est-elle? En bas? Mademoiselle!
No, don't you send her away. I'll tell her.
Mademoiselle!
Here you are. She thinks, of course, it's your girl.
Oh, no, Madam Pastor, it's not like that at all. You see, this lady is,
Madame, montez!
Perhaps I shouldn't.
Mais si, venez.
This is my wife.
Entrez, madame.
We are now joining the Austrian Broadcasting System to hear an announcement about the repatriation transport, which is arriving today.
Neustadt angekommen. Die Wiener und Niederösterreicher treffen in einer Stunde mit einem Sonderzug auf dem Wiener Südbahnhof ein.
What does he say?
Genaue Ankunftszeit geben wir sogleich nach Erhalt der Namensliste durch. Inzwischen setzen wir unser Mittagskonzert fort.
580 men came into Austria today.
When did they get here?
They tell us that later. And the names.
Schneidergasse 5. Göttinger Hans, Hohenstaufengasse 47. Gröger Anton, Ibeschnik Severin, Ichmann Franz Xaver, Malerstraße 18. Kegel Ferdinand.
Wie ist was passiert? Something has happened to my husband. I must go to the station and talk to his friend.
Oh, no. Don't do that. The Südbahnhof is in the Russian sector.
I don't care. I have to talk to Gerda.
No, someone else could go to the station for you. Kann ich was für Sie tun, Frau Idinger?
I must find out when the train arrives.
Anton, Schottenfeldgasse 28. Nowotny, Peter.
Josef Weber.
Cannot stay.
happened?
Excuse me, I must sit down for a moment.
Aren't you well?
I'm concealing the taxi. The Russian will have to pay.
Russian? What Russian?
The one that was with you yesterday.
Poroshenko?
Oh, I don't know his name. Why do you look at me like that? I felt ill. I suppose I fainted. And the next thing I remember, I was in the taxi with him. He brought me home.
You told him this address?
No, he must have known it. He stopped the taxi over there and told me to get out.
Are you sure you didn't give the address to the taxi driver?
Yes, I'm quite sure I didn't.
Juste, voilà. Je m'entends, madame, excusez-moi. You've got some news?
Yes. My husband.
Yes.
Can you understand it? We've been apart for all those years. And there were only a few more days left, but only a few more days. He must have been mad.
But what has he done?
Since he's been in Hungary, he couldn't stand it anymore. You see, it was the second time that his group had been passed over. His friend told me he just couldn't stand it anymore.
Oh, yes, we know that well. In the cafe. So he ran away, huh?
Yes, with 2 other men. Otherwise, he would have been here today. I can't get it out of my head that it is my fault.
Come on, let's go upstairs.
Perhaps you noticed from my letters how desperate I was. Perhaps I've made it worse for him. If only I knew what had happened to him.
Well, ask him.
You're kidding.
Why not? Morning, Tom. The way I'll handle him, I'll have him simply eating out of my hand.
But what do you think? Leave me out. You go ahead if you want to, but I don't want to have anything to do with that jerk.
Oh, this is browning me off. Can't you think of anything for that ruddy eating a woman?
Mind your own business.
I wish I could, mate. You know, there must be something about this girl. First she gets him all het up, then she twists your entire family around her little finger. And now if we hear there's a Russian wolf prowling around Vienna with the love light in his eyes, we'll know who it is. Boy, I heads up. You really mean to say he paid for the taxi?
Well, she didn't.
Well, then he did. Oh, she must be a right gal. Well, this is it. Watch me, boys. Watch you. Tosh, how are we this morning, eh? Leave it to me. Say, John, there's something I'd like to ask you.
Police matter?
Oh, yes, sort of. What do you reckon a taxi would cost from the Sudbahnhof to, let's say, the Linky-Wien-Seiler? You know where that is?
You laugh. You laugh at me. But I will laugh you.
Now, who's laughing at you?
You. You laugh at me. I see you. You think we have to steal taxi? You can pay. We always pay.
Now, keep your hair on. Just trying to find out if these taxis take liberties with the Ruskies like they do with the Yanks. A couple of days ago, the United States here had to fork out 200 skillings. Same woman, same place. Quite a coincidence, really. Well, ask him if you don't believe me.
I pay 50 shillings. Rund. All I have.
But how did you know that woman was living with us?
That's not your business. That's my business. You want to know?
But of course.
Very easy. We will know more about she. More about this woman. I go Leitnergasse. I see photograph machine. I see men, I follow them.
Right up to my apartment.
Yes. No, not far.
Here, Russian sector. Here, French sector.
And you knew the address by telepathy line?
Huh?
Écoute, Poroshenko, entre nous, hein? I bet you were in the French sector.
Just little. Only very, very little.
Good for you, mate. There you are, Bill. I told you he wasn't as bad as he looked. Oh, sorry, mate. No offense, mate.
What's happened in the station?
Nothing. Not wichtig. Not important for us if she is going to the station and man is not come. She fall to ground when she know. Poor woman. Poor she. Always wait, and man is dead.
Dead? Who told you? Are you sure?
I sure? I hear so.
Where?
The Commandatura.
When? Just a minute. Are you sure we're talking about the same guy? Did they give you the name of the Commandatura?
3 men. Flight from camp. Escape. Flight. We know names.
Well, what happened? Were they shot?
No. Yesterday, last night, they came to Granica, to frontier. Many miles. Blow up. All dead.
What stinky luck. You gonna tell her? I don't envy you, mate.
Ma, Manolo. Better do. Coming Gazeta. Newspaper, no good. Perhaps tomorrow.
In the papers, huh? Well, then I'll tell her right away. I better go along with you, Marcel.
Vienna Central to Carpio 2. Vienna Central to Carpio 2. Proceed immediately to Südbahnhof. Take over to Carpio 7. Over.
Carpio 2 to Vienna Central, 7373. Roger. Thanks.
You. That time in Ants, on the bridge. No good. Not my fault. Soldat, soldier. Possible.
That's okay. Say, Vasily, thanks for taking that dame home.
Very good. Very beautiful. You love she?
She's all right.
Frau Oettinger, excuse me, Mr. Long is here. He would like to see you for a minute.
Oh, yes, please come in.
Good evening, Frau Edinger.
Good evening. What is it?
Well, you see, it's like this.
Has something happened?
Oh, not really, no.
You want to tell me something terrible? Please speak. Is it about my husband?
Oh, we don't know anything definite yet, but we think we ought to let you know.
He's dead.
Now, wait a minute, Frau Edinger. You see...
Téléphone, papa.
Allô, oui. Oui. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Figured we ought to tell you, though, just in case anything has happened. But until you hear something really definite, you shouldn't worry.
I must finish this.
Ben, 1 minute, please. That was the headquarters. We have to report immediately Captain Hammond's office.
And you too?
Yes. Now we have it.
Okay.
Only frankly, Colonel, I'm surprised you didn't contact me before you went ahead and referred this matter to the Provost Marshal.
I'm sorry, Captain Hammond, but I had really no other way. I hope you will not take it. Please don't take this personally. Believe me, I was not interested in this man Edinger. We knew well that he was not a war criminal or a Nazi.
Well, then I don't understand what all this fuss is about.
Well, but now it's quite a different story. I was told that the wife of this Edinger, a man wanted by us, was hidden by members of this force. By your men, Captain Hammond.
But I've told you that these men were completely unauthorized.
No, I am sorry, Captain, but we must regard all that as a very serious affair.
Okay, Colonel, you must do what you think is right. Yes. Well, on my side, Colonel Bershinen, I can promise you I'll deal with this whole unpleasant matter so that it'll be the last you hear of it. Thanks.
Afternoon, sir.
I'll only need you a few minutes, Pasteur. I haven't got any orders for you, but you report your own outfit. You may be able to help us. Well, Sergeant Wong, did you understand what that was all about? I warned you. You may as well know you've started one heck of a row. The Russians have even lodged a complaint with the Provost Marshal, and I've got you to thank for that. You took that Ittinger woman over to his place. Why, I'll never know, unless perhaps you wanted to start something with her.
Oh, just a minute, Captain.
Keep quiet. You guys are all the same. Anyway, what you do off duty is your own business. Personally, I'm not interested in you or that woman. But the Russians are, because they're after her husband.
Well, they won't find him, sir. He's dead.
Dead? You crazy galoot, dead my foot. He's as alive as you are. He's been seen just outside Vienna. When? Not more than a couple of hours ago, and that's definite.
But he told us...
Look, haven't you got it yet? I don't want to give this guy up to the Russians. But on the other hand, if he's seen hanging around Pasteur's place, the Russians can claim we hide wanted men. And I'm telling you, we're not going to risk a showdown with the Russians on account of this guy.
But, Captain Hammond, are you sure that Ittinger is alive?
We knew that of the 3 men who tried to cross the frontier, 2 were killed outright. That's all we knew. Then today, some stuff was picked up on the road between Vienna and Heinburg. There was a badly torn pack sack, and in it was a letter signed Franziska Ittinger. Okay? So he's liable to turn up any time now. Maybe he's already here. Maybe you guys have seen him.
No, sir.
How about you, Pasteur?
No, mon capitaine. I just came from my place.
I warn you, don't lie to me.
He's not there, mon capitaine.
Okay. You'd better get back to your own outfit, Pasteur. And I might as well tell you to get orders to get that woman out of your apartment immediately.
She said she was going today, anyway.
Okay. And if by any chance this Ittinger guy should turn up, I want you to keep out of his way, or else the whole thing's going to start all over again. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
And I want a detailed report of the whole affair immediately.
Salzberg's on the line, sir.
That's all. Hello? Hello? Hammond speaking.
Major Captain.
Look, Marcel, can you go over and tell her?
You know I can't. I've got to report.
Oh, we've got to let her know. We can't let her go on thinking her husband's dead.
What? He's not dead?
No!
Well, why don't you ask Harry? He'll go.
What do you say, Stu? It'll only take you a few minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tosh. I haven't got time. Colonel Ritchie wants to give us some operational instructions. I'd like to help you, Bill, but, well, you see, I was late last time, and, oh, I can just see the Colonel looking at his clock now. He's a regular terror.
Since when do you take your job so serious?
Look, Bill, I'm making the Army my career, so I mustn't keep the Colonel waiting, must I?
Well, I've got to let her know. I'll square the report later.
Commandant Rouvier's office. I'm speaking for Captain Hammond. The captain wants to know if you can send out a patrol and make a search of Sergeant Pasteur's apartment. An escaped POW. An Austrian, yes. Name, Karl Ittinger. I-D-I-N-G-E-R. That's right. No, not immediately. Any time during the evening will do. I'll tell the captain you'll ring through right away. Okay?
Hello, Steffi. Have you seen Bill Long?
Yes, before a minute. He must still be there by the tram station.
Over there? Blast, just missed him. Look, Steffi, be a good girl and go to the Cafe Pickle Mar. I'll join you in a few minutes.
But Harry...
Oh, there you are. Crikey, you must have got the skates on. I'm strictly COD, Tosh. 80 groschen for the tram.
Well, what are you doing here?
Lucky for you, I can remember the address.
Well, what's up?
You're in trouble, mate. Hammond's ordered out a French patrol to search old Marcel's place tonight.
Oh, let them enjoy themselves. It doesn't matter. She's moved out.
Moved out?
Yeah, she's supposed to be here, but there's no answer.
Wasn't there a bell?
No, the place was hit pretty bad, and they fixed up one room for her, and they're still working on it.
What's the matter? She have a row with Marcel's missus?
She just didn't want to impose on him, that's all.
Well, there's nobody there. Come on, Charlie.
Hey, look, Stu, I think I better stick around a while. I don't like it.
You do as you like, Bill, but I've got the scalper.
Hey, look, Stu, could you wait around just a little bit, huh?
Lonely, are you? All right, only 5 minutes, mind. Want a bag? Cheer up, mate. It's a good day for her, you know. Bit of bad for you, but, well, it's an ill wind, isn't it?
I guess it's better this way.
Look, Bill, there's a ton of bint around Vienna. Stiffy's got a smashing girlfriend. I'd like to... What's that? Can you smell gas?
I think I can.
It's coming from inside. Boys, open up! Open up!
Francisco!
Oi, no, don't put on the lights.
Francisco! Francisco! Francisco!
Excuse.
Open the window, quick! Francisco! Francisco!
Oh, that was a close one. Come on, give me a hand. How could she do such a crazy thing? Must have been out of her mind. Francisca, your husband is alive. Can't you believe me?
Nein, es ist ja nicht wahr.
Look, why should I lie to you? Can't you see I'm telling you the truth? What can I do to make you believe me?
You're very nice, Mr. Lombard, but I don't believe you. Please leave me alone.
Well, it's no use, Stu. That's what I get for telling her all that nonsense this afternoon. Francisca, I swear your husband's alive. Now listen, they found some of his things in one of your letters just outside of Vienna.
Bill, you'll never get anywhere like this. She'll only believe it when the door opens and the bloke walks in.
I guess you're right, Stu. You try to convince her.
I tell you, it's no good. Anyway, I've got to go. The lecture. Do you know there's a telephone?
Frau Illinger! Er war bei uns in der Leitergasse.
What is it?
Moment, haben Sie ihn gesehen?
Jetzt leider war ich fort, aber meine Frau hat ihn gesehen. Warum haben Sie mir denn nicht gesagt, dass Sie heute umgezogen sind? Jetzt haben Sie natürlich Ihren Mann zu den Franzosen geschickt. Ich hab gleich angerufen, aber er war nicht da.
Er ist da. Mein Mann, my husband, he was
was at the Leitnergasse.
Ah, you see, what did I tell you? Now maybe you'll believe me. Where's he now?
They sent him over to the Pasteurs.
Oh, he'll run right into that patrol. I better get over there.
I'll come with you.
No, you stay here and lie down.
Oh, no, please, I'm all right. Really, I am. Come here.
Let me think. Sue, you stay here.
Are you balmy? What for?
Because he might come over here. Tell him to stay here and not to go back to the Leitnergasse. No, we've got time before we go on duty.
You know I can't. I'm late already.
Oh, you don't have to go to that crummy lecture, do you?
Listen, Bill, if I keep her waiting any longer, she'll get the dead needle, and that'll be my lot.
You mean Steffi?
Of course.
Why didn't you say so?
But, Bill, you don't know.
Oh, look, Stu, I'm sorry. You'll just have to take your chances.
Oh, blimey, I don't know.
Keys. I must have given it back to them.
Well, let's hope they're at home.
Doucement, s'il vous plaît, mon mari dort. My man buried his. Oh, if only I could speak French. Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Francisca's husband, has he been here? Mr. Edinger.
Mr. Edinger, il est revenu. Non.
No, where's Marcel?
Marcel, il dort. Il est de service cette nuit.
Has the French patrol been here?
Quoi?
The patrouille français, here.
Patrouille française chez nous? No. Wo ist denn noch hingelaufen? I'm going to the Leitnergasse.
No, Francisca, you stay here. Now, look, we're not getting anywhere this way. I'm going to have to wake Marcel. Marcel, get up, please. Marcel. This is the room over here, isn't it? Marcel. 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 Well, I hope she's still out there because she said she might go.
What kind of angst?
Don't be afraid. Say, Francisca, could you continue this party someplace else? Don't forget we're expecting visitors.
Why can't I stay?
It's all right, just do as I say. Into that room, quick. Start reading a paper.
Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe?
No. We told Hammond she wasn't here.
It's all right. She forgot something and came back to get it. Shut the door.
Messieurs?
Police militaire française.
Alors allons-y. La cuisine.
Look, I can't get away. No, it's impossible. Look, Steffi, I'll explain everything to you later. It's not my fault. Yes, it'll only take a couple of minutes. Well, tell them to bring you another cream bun. Hang on a minute. Mr. Edinger? Hi, Mr. Edinger! What are you running away for? Hey, stop! Mr. Edinger, come back to your bus!
Hallo, Harry. Hallo. Sit.
they must be here someplace. Is there another entrance?
No.
Well, let's take a look downstairs.
Carl!
I guess we got here first. It would have taken us longer to walk. I just can't understand what could have happened to Stuart.
Carl! He had an appointment.
Yeah, he said to be here, though. Wow, I gotta get out of here, too. I go back on duty in 10 minutes.
Maybe Carl went back to the Leichengasse.
No, why should he? Besides, they got plenty other things to do than to wait around for him all day.
No, if the French will look for him, so will the Russians.
No.
I think I better go over there.
No, you stay here now, Francisco. Listen. I'll take the patrol around by the Leitnergasse, and if I hear anything, I'll let you know right away. Okay. And another thing, don't worry about that Russian guy. He's on the level. Now, you stay here, understand?
He's going, Mr. Lowe. You'll be late.
I suppose he doesn't understand this zone business here in Vienna, but what should he want to run away from me for?
Maybe because he saw the military police at my place, he thinks we're all after him. Where did you lose him?
By the Danube Canal. Somewhere near his flat, I think. Blimey, he can't half run.
Have you told him?
Yes. Take to attention, Papa.
Oui. Where you go? It's not patrol way.
It's okay, I know what I'm doing.
You will Leitnergasse. Do, not go Leitnergasse.
Why, what makes you think I'm going there?
So you will Leitnergasse. Do, нет. Not go. I have orders.
What do you mean, what orders?
I can tell. Understand? Yes? Not go, Bill.
Nicht stehen bleiben.
Черта, так куда?
In that direction.
Over there?
Yes, quick! Wrong way! Wrong, not this way, different way, other way!
I'm taking a shortcut, it's quicker.
Wrong way! You will wrong way, no. Stop! I have my orders. Stop!
I'm not interested. I take my orders from here.
Und this Ittinger fight. This Ittinger escape. I will find Ittinger. I have a duty. I do duty.
So do I. Here. Why don't you contact headquarters? Go ahead, nobody's gonna stop you.
Then Ittinger port. Run away. Нет, черт возьми. I have my orders.
Well, listen, boss.
I know what must do. You go back.
Get your hands off the wheel. You're not going to break all our necks. Don't be a bloody fool. You going crazy?
Oh, blimey, I thought we'd had it that time.
Non, mais t'es pas fou de me sembler qu'on va pas se casser la gueule à cause de toi?
Ах ты проклятая гнида. Саботаж. Сговорились. Ну, постой это. You will regret. You will sorry. Wait! Wait!
Now what's the matter?
There were two of them.
Where?
Over there.
The Eatingers.
Bill, don't be a fool. Come back.
Russe. Das kann mich nur noch verstecken.
Look, why don't you just leave them go? You know they haven't done anything. Nobody will ever know. Just leave them.
Go away. All your fault. Your fault. I don't want to go later, Gasse. Now hitting their ear must end.
Oh, come on. Be a good guy and forget it, will you? Can't you understand? It's not for me. Look, what do I get out of it? I'll never see her again. Her husband's back, and that's the end of it. But if we arrest him, well, you know what that means. I don't want her to be unhappy, that's all.
You never understand. I have orders. Understand? Orders!
All right, all right. All right. Follow your stinking orders. Go on, follow them. That's the only thing you're good for anyway. Come on, come on. What are you waiting for? You got your orders, haven't you? Earn yourself another stripe. Go on. But it's not going to be so easy this time. We're not at the ends.
Заткни глотку. Я знаю, что я делаю. Run! Run after you, girl! Girls, girls! Only thing you know, you... Ah!
Warte hier.
Nein.
Schau nur.
go. Mon Dieu, is she dead?
Unfall. Bitte bringen der Mann Big Hospital American Sector. Verstehen Sie?
Doch, heute mal das Krankenhaus.
That's right.
Wo ist meine Frau?
Ich gehe nicht ohne meine Frau.
Go on,
Don't get in. Give me a hand, will you?